looking for Uncle Gibson. Uncle Gibson! Hey, have you seen Uncle Gibson anywhere?
Nah.
No? Okay, I wonder where
Where
he
is
is.
he?
Not too sure. Uncle Gibson! Uncle Gibson! Oh, Uncle Gibson! There you are! How are you?
Good, yeah, good.
I have a few questions to ask you.
Yeah.
How's the summer camp been so far?
Alright, good, very good. Exercise, let's come close up. Early we do the devotion. And then a breakfast. That one looks, this corner is nice and steady. Well, let's say hello. And
Hello, Auntie.
Hello!
How have you been?
Thank you.
Wow, how long have we been in this camp for now?
4 weeks? Maybe 5? And I came with one 17-year-old. Then the second camp I brought the other granddaughter, who is 20. Then into the next camp up in Darwin I took about maybe 10, 15. Grew a bit. More families.
Korean Salmori.
Took grandpa as well. And then this camp we brought 60.
Grandpa came along then.
Yeah, we did all those books. I've been just tutoring them, helping out, helping them with whatever they was, stuck with. And I hope they do the same when they go back, or the next camp, when they finish book 7.
Yeah, no worries. You can go all the way.
This year, I brought all my families from Alice Springs. They enjoyed painting, writing. I felt so happy when my family came, playing games, playing with friends. Me and my family learned about respecting one another, loving one another, joyful. When I get back to Alice, I'm gonna teach a children's class. Children of the world.
It's wonderful to be part of this camp that is part of a global endeavor to build capacity within the participants who come to this camp and serve their communities upon their return, acquiring skills, knowledge and friendship that will serve them for their lives. It's been a kind of a contribution towards that global endeavor.
Listen time.
We enjoyed this camping because we met new people and made friends with them. We bonded with them really quick, really.
Playing together and having fun, playing some sports.
And we do a lot of reflections at night. Sometimes around the campfire, sometimes inside. And
Sing some songs.
Through the Ruhi book, we are learning about Baha'u'llah, like how to love each other, kindness, unity. Baha'u'llah tells us how to
Be good and
how to treat one another fairly and
goodly.
meet some new friends along the way, meet new people, so that you could make a long life friend.
It's nice to look at this camp within the context of the process of 5-year plan. So this is the 3rd year we've attempted to create a longer version of Institute camp over summer, because we have a 6-week holiday in Northern Territory and South Australia. And to utilize that time to assist and accelerate the process of raising human resources in these areas, we've been trying to learn about that. So this is the 3rd attempt. The first time we had just under 20 people in the camp. It was just from 2 or 3 clusters. People came together and studied some 7 books. And then second time we had more clusters, and it was under 30. This year we started the camp by, I guess, 96 residents in the camp. Of course, like the largeness of the camp, the scale of it was kind of something that we've never experienced doing a camp in that size. And majority of them were traveling to Adelaide, so it required a different level of support for those participants. And then throughout the 5 weeks we've learned, of course, like gradually the number of friends left, and then we are ending the camp by almost 40 participants. One of the interesting things is like this 5-week camp also is within the context of regular Institute campaigns throughout the year. So from, let's say, last year when we had summer initiative, which is 5 weeks, then we had a camp in April for 1 week, and then a 2-week camp in July. We called it winter initiative, and then that led itself to October camp, and then that brought us here. So I think it's important for us to see this within the context of a broader effort. It's not only an isolated camp that we are trying to do, it's a process that we are trying to nurture, and that process is something that would then help cluster after cluster to raise the human resources necessary. Also, the other dimension is, like, of course, having these many people and going through the Institute in itself is a victory, but also, of course, as we know in faith, always with victories comes crisis. And we've been through a lot of moments of doubt and confusion and like really consultation to see how could we find the best way forward in many situations in this camp and many other occasions, not only in this camp. And I think that's also good to emphasize that, of course, like a victory doesn't come with no crisis, so it's just kind of something that's coming like as a package together. With this effort that we've had, hopefully we can see the movement of at least 2 of the clusters in Northern Territory and 1 of the clusters in South Australia towards the further milestones. And yeah, I guess like now we are all thinking about, okay, how we're going to support these individuals after.
All of us, we are united, like all the different cultures, backgrounds. We are like one big happy family.
Summer initiative, that's exactly the type of environment we're trying to create here. We're trying to create an environment that is not only conducive to learning, but also conducive to spiritual growth. From the first day of the camp, like, we've progressed so much, even like the BCC kids. Like, we've had BCC, JY, Ruhi.
Stick together.
They like to learn about our culture, and we like to learn about their culture, so it's like an even way.
Book 5 is a book about the junior youth and how to empower these junior youth in a world where there are so many destructive forces on them, and it's just to learn how to direct their powers in the right way.
Junior youth relates to an age between 12 and 15, and through these ages, these junior youth are going through lots of different changes, so it's good to put them on the right path before the age of youth.
By studying book 5, we can, as youth, as older youth responsible for this age group, we can start our own junior youth programs and hopefully be able to guide them in the right path.
When we go back to our communities, we'd like to start a new JY program.
I think we're all eager to go back to our own communities and put everything we learned into action.
Yeah, when I go back to Alice Springs, I want to help these friends that came along on this journey to start junior youth groups and Baha'i children's classes.
Going back, I'll continue on with my junior youth group and hopefully bring a sense of unity.
True summer initiative really begins the moment that this camp finishes, because summer initiative is a year-long process.
During the camp we also had a lot of complexity because we had like a stream of adults doing 1 to 7, and then we had one stream of youth doing 1 to 7, one stream of youth doing 8, 9 and 10, and these are Ruhi books. And then we had one stream of junior youth and one stream of children class. So managing the whole complexity of these different streams, and that stream of youth 1 to 7 started with 6 groups. So you could only imagine how much complexity it involves to have all these groups up and running at the same time, how many facilitators, like almost 15 facilitators that we had to constantly reflect and learn together with them. So it's been like a journey for us. It's an amazing journey.
Really good.
And it's kind of sad to leave the camp.
I got all my grandchildren to mix with non-indigenous, make friends. That was a good part of the camp.
And the camp is like one whole family.
Yeah, meeting with the people who comes and cook for us. Really good friends.
Yeah.